Hello everybody, and welcome to Wonderfully Hopeless Colors. We are on part 3 of our Hanna Karlzon picture, and I think I'm going to finish off this leaf and maybe tackle this flower and leaves tonight. We'll see how far we get. I don't actually have too much time left tonight to color, so let's zoom in and get started. So it is a Tuesday night. Sorry, gotta get my pencils out of their little cup. I'm using a cup from my trip to New Orleans this summer. My husband. So I have that. Alright. I was using the greens for the leaf. Let's finish off that leaf and then we'll move on, because I don't know what color I'm going to pick yet for the flower. So yeah, we'll stall and we'll just work on the leaf. So it is a Tuesday. It has been a bit of a crazy week, so my weekend was very busy. I had to get everything ready for this week, and I really had to get my lesson plans done for next week because I have to take my husband to see a specialist, and that's a whole big long fiasco. And I have to take off a day of work, which I don't know how people do, because as a teacher, that is like the last thing I want to do. It is far more work to take off of work than to just go to work. So I rarely ever take a day off of work. I schedule as many of my doctor's appointments as possible for after work, so that I don't have to take time off of work, because yeah, that's more than I want to do. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it. I still have to get my sub plans written, but the week has just been solve one problem after another, and I do not on a normal basis bring work home. So what I don't get done at work is not going to get done until the next day. So I have papers left to grade, I have sub plans to write, I have a permission slip I need to create, I have a whole list of to-do things. But the reality is, I'm one person. I'm a caregiver for my husband. I am a teacher, and teaching just doesn't pay enough for me to want to come home every night from work and spend hours doing all the things that I didn't get done. So it's gonna sit at work. So, and as it is, I spent a good chunk of my weekend lesson planning. So yeah, I go into work early, so you know, I've got that to do. So I'll get it done by the end of the week. If not, it'll be a bit of a frantic week, or weekend, but you know, it is what it is. And then yesterday, my college course started, so I am working on getting my math endorsement, and I had to take 3 college courses. I've got one done, and I started the second one yesterday. I really don't like this professor. I took him last semester, and I was unimpressed with his teaching style, and he continues to do the same things. Honestly, it's just laziness on his part, and as an educator, it infuriates me because my high school students, several of them have him for various classes as well, so I, as an educator and an adult, kind of can cope with his ridiculousness and his laziness. But my students, poor planning on your report and not really being logical, it is really frustrating. He has the world's worst notes, and he's a math teacher. So, 4 example problems, well, sometimes that's fine. Sometimes I only need 1 and I'm good. But for more complex topics, I need a little bit more than 4. And quite often the videos that he decides to link are videos showing the same types of problems that are in his quote-unquote notes. Well, that's not helpful for me, so it's definitely not going to be helpful for my kids when they're struggling with these concepts. And, what are you supposed to do? So, and he uses software that is, it's not useful, it's not helpful. And my personal pet peeve, and what caused me to have a meltdown last night, was the class started yesterday. And on his syllabus, which was not accessible for me last night, but I'd had him before, so I kind of knew what his syllabus was supposed to look like. And he did email it to me today when I emailed him yesterday saying, hey, I can't get to the syllabus. It's supposed to be 2 topics a week, so I should, according to his schedule, complete topic 1 and 2 this week, and 3 and 4 next week. Okay, that's logical. That's not a big deal. 16 weeks, 2 topics a week, not a big deal. The problem, and I don't understand why he does this, is that while that sounds logical, he also requires a discussion board post, which for math I don't understand because they're not topics that I would use to check for understanding with students. They are not conducive to a conversation, which is what a discussion board post is supposed to be. And they are not assigned in a logical, timely fashion. And that is the pet peeve that irritates me the most. So I have a discussion board post due tomorrow over topic 3. So 3 days into the course, you're giving me a topic that I should know well enough to write a discussion board post on. And the discussion board post is describing the topic. So this is not asking a question about the topic or anything like that, trying to further your understanding. This is analysis of a topic. Okay, so you want me to do a thorough, in-depth analysis of a topic on day 3 for a subject that, according to your syllabus, I should be looking at next week. It's just asinine. And it's frustrating, and it's laziness on his part. He set up the schedule at some point and has never fixed it. And he does this for every class. He did this last semester in the class I had him for. And everybody asked me, well, if he is such a bad teacher, why did you take him again? And that's a fair question. I mean, his notes are horrible. I have to teach myself. He is not providing me any content that is helping me learn. So why am I taking this class? Well, the realistic answer is the other section of this course. The instructor is more strict, and she has weekly due dates. As I've already said, I am a teacher and I'm a caregiver. So multiple weekly assignments is impractical. All right, now I have to figure out what color to do this. So yeah, I did, what did I use? I used carnation, and what one is this one? There's No Place Like Home, and rose. So I have pinks. I think I'm going to go down here to the purples. I could go over to the blues, but I think I'm going to go to the purples. Yeah, I think I'm going to do I don't even know what flower that's supposed to be, but I think I'm going to do a purple. So I think I'm going to do Trian purple, French lavender, and for my lightest color, I'm going to try, I'm either going to do periwinkle or pale purple. I'm thinking the pale purple. Okay. Where is that set of pencils? Because, yeah. So, it has been a week of frustration, and, you know, we're on Tuesday. So, I am hoping the week settles down. It's at least been a good week. Frustration is, you know, nothing new. I'm a teacher. But, let's see. Can I find those purples? Let's see. There is Trian purple. And there is French lavender. And then pale purple. Okay. Sharpen those pretty things up. So, outside of that frustration, hey, now, on a happy note, I have my discussion board post written. I have 3 quizzes done already, and I will spend some time this weekend doing some more. And I like to work as far ahead as possible. Okay. Yeah. So, there's that. Now, I've also been doing far more coloring than I have any of my other crafting, which is a problem for my cross stitch because I really am trying to get progress on that. However, when my brain has had enough, and the thought of doing cross stitch when my brain hurts, not great. So I've been doing a fair bit of coloring, which I'm not going to complain about. My husband's been complaining about it, but you know, he can complain. Not a big deal. So, but I might have bought and got off of Temu and gotten 2 more sets of colored pencils, budget ones, but I found the Brett Funner squares. The last time I ordered what was supposed to be the Brett Funner squares, it ended up not being the squares, which is fine. They're a fine pencil. They're not. It's not like I can't use them or anything. So this time they came today. They are the right pencil, so that made me happy. And then I got a set of Color. I have a set of 72 Color, but they were the whole barrel was colored instead of the color dipped. and everybody was talking about one set is better than the others, and I was curious, but I didn't want to buy the 180 set, and I found the 120 that, from what I can tell, is equivalent. So I went with that, and I will give those a try. I just swatched the colors tonight because the surprise, surprise tube that they come in, because I got the chameleon one, was broken. I'm shocked, right? So I just wanted to get them in the case. Turns out that the case I bought from Temu was broken as well. So twofer on broken, and we'll have to deal with that later. However, as it goes, it's not the worst thing ever. So they swatched out really nice. So it'll be nice to get to try them out in a coloring page. So, and then I got a couple new coloring books. So, I might have been buying a few too many supplies here recently. I need to lay off. How many colored pencil sets do I need? I might have a little bit of FOMO going on. I definitely splurged and treated myself for my birthday, and apparently we're just going to call all of August splurging. Although, you know, I can call the new sets of colored pencils a reward for finishing the first week of school. Sure, we could go with that. So, but I mean, it's not like I don't have 3 sets of nice pencils, but honestly, I don't own pencils I don't like to use. So I like to just kind of rotate through my different colored pencils. I mean, I have them on a picker and I just let it pick. I mean, sometimes I'm in the mood for a specific set of colored pencils and I pick accordingly, but sometimes I don't know what I want to use and I'm just gonna let it pick for me. So, and sometimes that's just so much less stressful. So, it's kind of nice. And I think I've purchased, well, okay, if we add in my birthday pencils, I have increased I think I've doubled my pencil stash. Because that's 2 I bought for my birthday. And then I bought a replacement Crayola set the other day because I had taken mine to work and the kids had pretty well used it all up. There's not enough for me to bother bringing home. I mean, I don't mind. It's Crayola. And then I got the 2 that came in the mail today. So that's 5 sets of colored pencils this week. Or this month. And I already was coloring with the Crayolas now that I got them swatched and in a case. I just was coloring a picture and then that's the case I grabbed. So I actually need to finish it because I want to add some gel pen to the picture I was working on. Because I've been enjoying the sparkly gel pen thing. I've actually colored a page in a book with just gel pen, and that was never my thing, but I liked the image, but it's one of those Zen doodly type of books, and I was not enjoying that. And so I decided to try it with gel pen. And I actually liked how it turned out. So that was a bonus. So I won't complain about that bonus. My dog is sitting here snoring. She's quite happy that I'm home and sitting still, and I have about 45 minutes left. I don't think I can color for the full 45 minutes, but I'm gonna at least get this flower done, hopefully. I am unfortunately slow at coloring, but it's not a race. And the whole point is to enjoy myself. So, hey, and it is so awesome to just sit here and chat with everybody. I would love to do lives at some point, but right now, one, I don't have that many viewers on my channel yet. Two, life needs to settle down before I can think about doing lives. So definitely not going to be doing them in the next month or so because one, doctor's appointments take forever and take a lot of my time. Two, college math is something that requires time and energy, and I need it for my profession, so skipping this is not something I can do, so I need to be able to give it time and attention, and I don't want to overcommit myself. So it is also nice because my students don't know anything about this channel, and they know about my cross stitch and knitting channel and watch those videos. So I adore my students, and while I don't mind at all that they watch my videos, it is kind of nice sometimes to not worry about them listening to my videos and then coming back to school and whatever I'm talking about getting repeated all over school. I mean, it's not like I talk about anything bad or anything, but yeah, sometimes it just overcomplicates my life if I say something in a video and I'm not thinking about the fact that I have students who watch the videos. So, I mean, can they find it? Sure. I'm not mentioning it, so that there is that. But I really like these colored pencils. These Schpirer Farben are one of my favorites. And this is one I would love if they came out with a 120 set. I mean, it's not like it's a small set, but man, I would love a 120 in this. I like the colors. I like how they color. It's just one of my faves. Oh, and it's one of the first pencils I got. I was working on my bachelor's degree to become a teacher, so money was already tight. And budget was it. And so, sorry, that's email. And I'm not going to see if it's work or junk mail. Or college. I don't want to know. So, anyway, this was one of the first sets I got. I mean, I have been coloring since high school for relaxation, so primarily crayons and Crayola colored pencils, but when all the others started coming out, this was one of the first ones. I got this set. What did I get? And then I quickly got hooked on the Black Widows. Oh, I love the Black Widows. They're another fave. And then my husband bought me the Prismas for my birthday. Around that time I was coloring a lot, and so he bought me the Prismas. So but everybody was, oh, they're wax or they're oil based, and I do enjoy them. Can I compare them to polychromos? No, because I haven't had my polychromos long enough to say yay or nay. I've colored with these way more than I've colored with my polychromos, so I will say I like these. I like them quite a bit. Are my coloring techniques great? Nope. Am I worried about it? Nope. Do I have fun? Yep. Do I think my pictures look pretty good when I'm done? Yep. Do other people's pictures look better? Yep. Am I okay with that? Yeah. My experience is the more you do, the better you get. And so I'm doing this for relaxation. Do I want it to look good? Yes. Do I need it to look as good as everybody else? No. I need it to look like I'm improving my skill every time I put pencil to paper. Or that I am growing in some other fashion. Yeah, can't tell I'm a teacher. I need to see growth. So trying new techniques, trying new colors, just whatever. I'm really liking this. And in the end, that's what it's all about. Life is already complicated. I am not going to make my coloring more complicated. That is a hard, nah, not going to happen. I am going to do what I enjoy. I'm going to color what I enjoy. And I'm not going to get fussed about it because I got enough stress. The whole point of adult coloring is to be less stressed. It's hard to do that if you're fussing and critiquing yourself all the time. Nope. I got enough stress. I got enough for me and a few other people. So if anybody wants some stress, I'll be happy to share. Always happy to share. But overall, I'm not going to complain. I'm in a good mood. I've been having a good week. I'm getting work done. Am I getting everything done? No. Will I get there? Yep. Will I continue to put out fires? Yep. All you can do is put out one fire at a time. Move to the next. I'm going to start sounding like Bob Ross. I spent too much time growing up watching Bob Ross. I loved Bob Ross. If I could paint like that, you better believe I would. But I can't draw. And acrylic paint, or not, oil paint is expensive and messy. So I'm going to stick to coloring because I don't have to draw. Which makes my life so much easier. And I'm gonna go with it. I enjoy what I do. And, you know, I don't have happy little trees, but I have happy little flowers and happy little bees. And that's just gonna have to do. It's the same thought. I mean, man, I loved watching Bob Ross. I still will watch Bob Ross. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love Bob Ross? Inspirational message. Beautiful art. I mean, and yeah. Anyway, okay. I'm pretty happy with that flower. Okay, and we had a camera die or stop for no apparent reason, so we're definitely going to be almost done now, because I really hate having to. I already have to edit because I have to flip this around because the way my camera is attached. I have to rotate the clips so that you guys are seeing it the right way, which probably looks a little weird with the way I'm filming it, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I know it looks fine when I edit, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. So, but yeah, anyway, I was very pleased and happy that my students were showing that maturity. And no, teaching is not as easy as everybody seems to think it is. If it were this easy, there would be more people doing it. Oh wait, no, they wouldn't, because it pays horribly and you have to put up with a lot of abuse. And I'm not talking about the kids. I know everybody says the kids are horrible, and I'm not going to claim that they're angels all the time, but they're not horrible all the time either. But I am tired of the media and the politicians. I'm either a villain or a hero, and it's like I am just desperately trying to do my job and take care of my family. And if you people could actually just stop villainizing teachers and stop making so many ridiculous laws that just make trying to educate children that much more difficult. Everybody wants to know why education in the United States is so bad compared to other countries. Well, top countries usually don't tell teachers how to do their job and have so many standards that you can't go in depth on anything, and the kids are the ones that suffer the consequences. So if you want to help the kids, lay off. I mean, when I was just seeing some of the new laws being passed, kids need 20 minutes a day of free time. Okay, how are we quantifying that, and how are you measuring that? Education is supposed to be science driven, and the amount of downtime a kindergartner needs is different from where a high school student is and what their developmental needs are. And just blanket statements like that don't help anybody. And then you want the schools to track that. Well, how do we track that effectively unless we just give the kids a 20-minute break? And I'm sorry, when do we do that when you have all these other standards? It's ridiculous. I don't have a magic wand. You complain that the standards are too low. You complain about... Anyway, teachers get complained at a lot. And it's very frustrating. Especially when all you're trying to do is help the kids. Alright. I'm pretty happy with that little flower. Okay, I'm very happy with that little flower. We're gonna call that good for tonight, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below so I can know somebody's listening to me yammer on, and I will talk to you another day. Bye now.